Welcome, YouTube. Today we're going to do another beer review for you. As you know, I'm new to the beer review game, but trying to make my mark. And today I have with me Chuck. Chuck, say hi.
Hi.
Chuck's a beer junkie just like everybody else. I mean, who doesn't like good beer?
Junkie.
But, yes, the big thing, in the arm. But the big thing is he's passionate about beer and he knows good beer. Yeah, even though he hasn't been doing it a long time, he's got a great palate. So today, me and Chuck are going to drink a Weihenstephaner Korbinian, or was it Weihenstephaner Korbin? I don't know, how would you say that?
Korbinian.
Korbinian, whatever it is. We're going to do Weihenstephaner Doppelbock. Now, Doppelbock is one of my favorite styles of beer. What do you think, Chuck?
Likewise.
Yes.
Very enjoyable.
Malty, rich, good, high density, always a good thing. Haven't had a lot of Weihenstephaner Doppelbock before. Have you had this one before?
Never.
Haven't had this a ton before, but I like it. It's up there with one of my favorite Doppelbocks. But the big thing about this one is I went out today looking for beer, and I came across a case of this from, it's not on the bottle, but it's on the case. It's actually 8 years old. And as you know on this YouTube channel, we like old beer. So kind of excited about trying this. Should be good. I mean, if hopefully there's no oxidation in it, but it should be good. As far as what this beer is all about, it's a Weihenstephaner Doppelbock. It's 7.5% alcohol, brewed by Weihenstephaner in Friesing, Germany. Keep it cool. It's a bit over a pint in a glass. And other than that, there's not much else on
What's
it.
the ABV on it?
A little
Sorry,
7.4, so 7.5. And it's a German beer. It doesn't have a bunch of fluff written on it. It's not going to tell you how to drink it, what to do this, do that, and how fancy it is, and why they made it, because there's some epic, long story about how important it is. It's just beer. They made beer. It's good beer, and they want you to drink it. So that's what we're going to do. So let's see. Chucky's with us impromptu today because he lives in Philadelphia, and he was supposed to be going home.
Yeah.
But it's spring in northeastern Pennsylvania, which means there's an ice storm outside, and he can't get home. So what do? You drink beer. So let's see. Good so far.
Yeah.
Nice, dark, typical Doppelbock color. Half-inch beige head. No sediment in the bottle. It's not bottle conditioned, so that's obvious. But when the older stuff, sometimes you get a little bit of funk in there. So, let's see what she smells like. Old. Smells old.
Yeah. But old is a good thing.
Old is a good thing.
Old is definitely a good thing.
Definitely not as bready or yeasty as a typical Doppelbock. It smells good.
Yeah.
Not much nose. I mean, you don't usually get a ton nose from a Doppelbock, especially like a high gravity Doppelbock.
Yeah.
But not a ton in there. You know, you have your malts, a little bit of yeast, definitely some age in there, some oxidation. It smells good. It's good enough to drink. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
What do you think?
It's not horrible.
No?
I like it.
Yeah. Doesn't blow your doors off though, right?
Doesn't blow my doors off,
No.
but it's Doppelbock. It's very smooth.
It's definitely, there's definitely more to it than its original counterpart. I've had this a couple times before, and I like it for what it is. It's not. What's your favorite Doppelbock? Let me ask you that. Out of the ones you've had.
I don't know. I pick one out of all of the Doppelbocks that I've had. I can't pick a favorite per se. I could pick one that I like more than most, and that would
name one.
probably be Celebrator.
Celebrator, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Celebrator is one of my favorites for a couple reasons. One, because it tastes awesome.
Yeah.
And not only does it taste awesome, but it tastes awesome in its low in ABV. I mean, if you're going to count like 6 and change low, But I mean, typically the beers I drink, you know, a lot of malty stuff. You're looking at like 10 plus, you know, pushing 20 sometimes. So when I can get a beer that actually has full flavor, but doesn't have a ton of alcohol in it, I'm actually a big fan of because I can drink more of it. A Doppelbock wise, for me, the best Doppelbock I've ever had. I've only had one of them, so I don't know if it's a matter of rarity versus taste. But when I had it, it blew my doors off. Was Brewery Emily's Imperial Doppelbock. They make a couple different beers, kind of popular, especially in this area, northeastern Pennsylvania. I've only seen Doppelbock once at a local restaurant called Arant's. I had it and it was ridiculous good. Obviously, I wouldn't put this up there with that. Not many Doppelbocks get up there with being that good, but this is good stuff.
Yeah,
I kind of enjoy it.
And then when you were talking about, you said it was from Brewery.
No, it's from a brewery called Emily's.
Oh, yeah.
That's the name of the company. I don't know the brewery's name.
Right.
I assume that that's the same name. But I mean, yeah, like Gooden's Headbanker, you know what I mean? The actual name can vary from what the actual beer is called, but it was Emily's. I believe it's EMMILLESE. They make, they always have them actually at Arant's. They have, I think, they always have like an Russian Imperial, which is alright. It's just a little too hoppy for me, and a couple other brands of beer. Or styles of beer from them they typically have there. But they had that one Doppelbock the one time, and it was freaking amazing.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I mean, as far as in my opinion, if I were to rank this from like my favorites, like my favorite Doppelbocks would probably be Celebrator, the Emily's one, which I won't put in there because I've only had it once. Like the stuff I regularly drink for a Celebrator. I like Trogs Troganator. That's one of my favorites. I mean, it's kind of overlooked because it's a local brewery, and you might not get it where you're at, but it's a very good Doppelbock. Atwater's Voodoo Vader, which is almost like somewhere in between a regular Doppelbock, like a Celebrator and a Optimator, which would be, you know, almost like a like your malt liquor type Doppelbock, even though they have labeled malt as malt liquor. It wouldn't be up there with those, but a decent one. I mean, on a scale from like 1 to 100 as far as beer styles go, I would probably give this probably like a mid to low 80s, like an 85.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Something like that. It's not going to blow your doors off for me, but it tastes really good. Now, combine that with the value, it's actually a really good beer because I'm a person who loves beer. I'll pay whatever price I have to pay for good beer. But at the same time, it's good to get good beer cheap. And a case of this in this area will run you, give or take, about $50.
That's for a normal case that's not 8 years old.
Yeah, that's for a normal case, not 8 years old. It run you right around $50, and it is, like I said, it's a hair over a pint. It's not 12 ounces. So if you're talking about $50 for, you know, a case of beer that's really good,
yeah.
I mean, value-wise, it's very, very, very good. Whereas, you know, Celebrator is a great beer, but then you're looking, give or take, about $80 for a case in 12-ounce bottles. The taste is negligible as far as taste. I mean, it's better, but it's not miles better. You know, that's something to keep in mind too. But I have a case of this, and
yeah,
I'll be drinking it all.
Yeah, I might have some more with you some later date.
Yeah, maybe a little later tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might happen.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys watch more of my beer reviews, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you want to make fun of my beer reviews, you want to take pot shots, whatever you want to do, leave it in the comments below, and hope to see you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.